Hi there, this is your friend Anna, and the question that I've been getting the most from all of my friends is, what are we wearing? This age-old question isn't just about choosing an outfit, it's about choosing how we present ourselves to the world. I created the I Want Her Shoes podcast to dive deep into what it means to dress with intention, whether you're heading to a council meeting or just having a casual day out with your family. Join the conversation as we explore the power of personal style and the decisions that shape our public personas. Put on your favorite pair of shoes and step into my closet. Welcome back to the I Want Her Shoes podcast, where we talk about power, pleasure, and personal reinvention in every season of life, right? I'm your host, Anna Annison, and this episode is extra personal, extra spicy, and extra special. And we're officially hit episode 60. Wow. We crossed 250,000 downloads. Thank you so much, guys, for being here, being part of this community. It wouldn't be possible without you listening and actually downloading, so thank you. And we are celebrating 1 year of this podcast being out in the world with the woman who helped kick it off, the one and only Chef Nicole. Welcome back. Cheers.
Thank you.
So
Cheers.
great to have you. And this one's for women who've gone through the storm and made it to the other side, glowing, growing, grounded, and yes, finally having better orgasms too, right?
Yes. Always. Always better.
And from healing after surgery to trying the best sex toys of the year, from wellness rituals to friendship as relationship, we're going there, aren't we?
We are.
Yes, yay! I'm so excited.
Don't we always?
Because real intimacy starts with self-connection, and the most powerful friendships are the ones that help us come home to ourselves, really.
1000%.
That feel like family. Well, welcome back, Nicole.
Thank you so much. And before we start, I just want to say congratulations. It's been amazing watching you create this, and I think this is really a testament to how passionate you are about this and how much commitment that you have, and it's really inspiring, and you've touched so many women around the world. I mean, I feel honored to be a part of it.
Well, thank you. It's an honor to have you here, and also thank you so much for launching this with me and inspiring me to do this, because as some of you know, the story goes back to many years before, like almost 12 years ago, where I tried to do something with the I Want Her Shoes brand, and it didn't really work out because it wasn't the right time.
It wasn't the time.
Yeah, so, and this is the time. Yes, and the time is now, and we're so excited and grateful to be here. So, and let's talk a little bit about what has shifted for you since then, emotionally, spiritually, and even sexually.
Well, it's definitely been an interesting year for me. A lot of transition happened. I got out of a relationship that was 5 years that was amazing but was challenging also, and made a decision to prioritize myself. And I think that's a lot about the work that I've been trying to do on myself. And I found someone new and amazing that I'm really enjoying time with. I moved twice, which was definitely fun and exciting. and I started writing my newsletter, which was inspired by you doing this, made me really have the guts to go out there and put myself out there and share about my life and food and wellness and my kids. But I think the best thing that happened this year is the fact that I've been watching my kids become these amazing people that you put all this time in over the years, and you don't know what's working, what's not, what they're going to end up being like. And they're 15 and 17, and at this age you get to really see them become their own person, and that's definitely been the best part.
That's so amazing, yeah. And I mean, time goes so quickly. I think when I first met you, which was almost 5 years ago, they were so much younger.
They were. Right? I mean, what a huge change from 10 to 15 or 12 to 17 for a girl, right? If we imagine back to what we all went through during those years, those are really fundamental years. They build who you are for the rest of your life, so it's exciting.
Yeah, no, that's super cool. And looking at my kids too, 3 and 5, and one's going to be 6 soon.
I mean, Vasily wasn't even born when I met you.
Oh my
it's
gosh,
like amazing
that's
to
true.
think about.
And he's now like a full person.
Yeah, with lots to say.
Yes, a lot of things, a big personality. So, no, it's really awesome. And for me, it's been a lot of changes as well.
Definitely.
I just went through a divorce, which is a big thing for me, and also I had breast reduction, so that was like a really
that
big,
was a huge thing.
So those are really big.
A lot of shedding.
Yeah, so I guess like we're doing shedding. There was the year of the snake just ended, and now we're stepping into the year of the horse, where we get to leap forward and kind of start these new journeys and new adventures or chapters of our lives, which is really exciting.
I'm super excited for this year.
So drop us some comments what you guys are excited about this year and what you're up to, and I think what are you leaping towards? I think that's kind of the
maybe
theme, right?
what you shed last year too, because that's something to celebrate also, right?
Yeah, and again, not every divorce or breast reduction has to be negative. I think it's
for sure.
It could be really positive and
Definitely, and I think a lot of times, like, the fear that happens before the surgery or before the divorce or before any big decision that you make like that is the hardest. It's the scariest, As you're going through it, I think there's also, like, a form of release. So there is a relief that comes with it, whether you're the person who, like, ended it or is the person who it was ended with. I think still, usually if it's ending, that means because people weren't happy, right? So it is, you have to like really think about how you want to look at it, and remember that you can always choose how you want to feel. You go through your emotions, but you can come out on the other side so much better.
Exactly, and we always go back to saying that it's really in your mindset. It's you are the one that makes the decision how you feel.
Yes,
right.
We often remind each other about
because we forget that every day. Every day,
of
even
course
though we
do. Emotions get high. You know how it goes, ladies.
Especially for us Capricorn ladies.
Yes,
we're
for
very
sure.
intense and emotional.
For sure.
All right, well, let's talk a little pleasure. We're not gatekeeping anymore. What's bringing you pleasure lately, and what sex toys have actually delivered? We don't have any here to show you, but we could talk about them because we know what they are.
Yeah, and we'll show you some pictures and throw up some links
Maybe
to the ones that are really worth it.
Yeah. So go ahead and tell me which ones that.
So
you've actually inspired me to purchase one. So get into
I
that.
think for me, like, it starts with intimacy before even like any of the sex stuff. Whether you're like with your enjoying by yourself or with someone else, it's like about the relationship that you have with yourself and being comfortable with yourself and like setting aside that time that's just for you. Or if you're with a partner, it's feeling comfortable with them, and hopefully they're the kind of person that is happy for you to invite more pleasure into the bedroom with you, because if not, they're probably threatened in some way, I would imagine, and some guys need that to get the job done. Nothing wrong with grabbing a little extra helping hand. So I've definitely like gone through periods where I've had different vibrators, especially that I've really loved, and I'll kind of like get into one for a while, and that becomes like my go-to move, even though I have a collection. I love everything that We Vibe makes, which is an amazing company that makes like all different formats. I'm definitely like a clit suction blowing kind of girl.
That's the kind of vibe I like too.
So there's a lot of like new technology in that right now, and my favorite one right now is the lemon, which
that's
I
the
recommended.
One, the Nancy. That's the Nancy.
Yes,
that's
and
the
make
one
sure you
I
get the
got.
real one, because like the real one and the not real one are different. Like
it's the Nancy's the real one.
Yes,
it's by Nancy. I think,
and it comes in the super cute box,
and it has like instructions, and you can scan your QR code, and you get all these little things you can do.
And it really looks like a lemon, so you literally could like leave it on the table. Nobody knows.
Yeah, the kids love it.
But
there you go.
But I think that those types of toys for me have always been the kinds that I like the best. There's this other one that's called the Rose. It's a red rose.
Oh yes, we've seen
a lot
that
of
one.
people have
Love
copied it now, and I'll tell you, I tried the real one. I tried the not real one. Get the real one. It's a new technology with all of these. Is it
like the lemon?
It's very much like the lemon, and they run on a frequency that's lower, so it doesn't make you numb if you like to use it for a while.
It just makes you come. Doesn't make you numb.
It makes you come, doesn't make you numb.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I definitely am all about self-pleasuring because I feel like it makes you, like, empowered and makes you feel, like, good about yourself.
Definitely.
You know, so I think that's really good and healthy to do, ladies. You should do more of that.
Yes.
You know, especially if you know, like, some people don't have a partner to do it with. So
exactly.
I think this is what these things are for.
Or you have maybe a partner, like I have a friend who her partner is not nearly as sexual as she is. So she uses that to, you know, to like cross the divide together.
There you go. Hey, sometimes you need a little help from a toy, which
That's
I think
right.
is totally great. And after all the transitions that we've both had this year, what are some of the wellness rituals that help you feel rooted through your own tough chapters?
Wow, I have a lot of wellness rituals. I think you know that. I definitely lean a lot on frequency, like sound frequency. So I'll use different, like 532 hertz, which helps you like relax and sleep well. I use some of them that I use to focus sometimes. Like whatever I can do to put something in my ears and like change and calm my whole system is amazing. I also love red light therapy that I've been doing in Upper Buena Vista recently, and I've been liking that a lot. And lymphatic drainage, I think also. But any type of meditation or sound bowls, like I'm here for all of that. Lately, I'm really into this like hot yoga.
I know,
and when I come
that's
out,
not my vibe, but I know you like
I come
it.
out of there and I'm just like drenched. I mean, while I'm in there, I feel like I'm like actually dying. It's, like the past couple of days, I've cried at the end of it, but
that's
it's
good,
nice.
though.
It's such a good release, and it's like when I leave that class, I literally feel like I could do anything.
Yes, that's
So
what
that's what we all need. I feel like anything that makes you feel like that is 100.
Yeah, no, 1000%. And for me, it's been more like self-care and taking it easy because the surgery is like
Which
a big
is so
deal.
challenging.
For me,
you.
that's hard, yeah, because I always I'm doing workouts like at 6 a.m., you know, I'm like...
And you work
know,
so
running,
much,
doing
and
all
you
this
run
stuff.
to all these different events usually.
Yeah, so
You've definitely been spending more calm time.
I'm doing more calm time, just doing more just walking, meditation, you know,
And I
weight
see it's been
training.
really agreeing with you.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of my vibe, just being like, you know, just more aware, more smaller, you know, intentional
Definitely more in
things.
touch
Yeah.
with like yourself and what you
Exactly.
want.
And this is a really good segue to get into friendships as relationships, because I think this is kind of something that comes up, especially if people are going through divorces
For
or
sure.
different parts of their lives, or their kids are leaving the house. Why do you think female friendships are so important during these big pivots like this? And also, I had I just had a surgery, and you were there as an amazing friend, and you went with me to the appointments, and I had another friend who visited, and we had like an amazing slumber party, you know,
Totally.
so and that like made my such a great, you know, made me feel
Experience,
so
yeah.
much better, and just like made me feel alive and like, you know. So I think
And cared for too.
and
right?
cared for,
That's-
yeah, by like people that are not your family, which is, I think, important to mention. Not all of us have close relationships with our family, and that's
Right.
okay.
Yeah, everybody has different circumstances around family, around friends, around even some people around their kids, right? So it doesn't. You can make your own family. I was talking to my dad about this earlier, actually, interestingly, and I was saying, you know, I still have a relationship with my ex that I was with before, and my new boyfriend is totally supportive of it, and really because he also has a daughter, and she was like a stepdaughter to me. That just because a relationship ends with someone doesn't mean that you can't be friends. Your family is chosen, right? You're a big part of my family, and you live 3 blocks away from me now, which is such a gift, you know, to be able to call someone anytime and be able to just pop over, even just for a short amount of time. It kind of resets your nervous system. I think women, it's especially important for women. I've been reading actually a lot of articles recently that have been talking about how it calms your nervous system, how like it's important to have someone who doesn't live with you in your house to be able to like go and confide in and be able to tell your story to. And when those people really show up for you, like what you're talking about during the surgery, all of a sudden like you really recognize who are the people you've just been like hanging with, and who are the people who you've been having like a real true friendship relationship with that feels like family. And when you realize that, I think it kind of like changes the game for the other people that you've been spending casual time with. All of a sudden you're like, oh, okay, maybe like a bigger circle is for this and a smaller circle is for that.
Yeah, and that was my next thing about big versus small circles, because I think there's different times in your life when you have bigger circles, and there's other times in your life when you have smaller circles.
1,000%.
And I'm in a smaller circle vibe in my life right now.
Me too,
Because I
definitely.
think when you're going through these big transitions, naturally your circle will shrink. Because
Yes.
it's just too much energy. You can't really tell everybody what's going on in detail.
And you probably don't want to also,
exactly.
right?
It's too
Not
much,
everybody
like-
you can trust with your vulnerability, especially like,
And you can't be vulnerable in front of everybody. It's just not possible.
and you don't want to.
No.
Like, some people, you'll share things and they will judge you, or maybe they'll tell someone else, which when you're in situations that are delicate, it's not what you want to risk, right? Somebody going around talking about your business to other people. So I think it's important to like first connect with yourself, like we said, and then find like your core people that when you're with them, you feel the most you ever feel. That's
yeah.
what a real good, deep female friendship is. And I think that's why now you're seeing these articles about, women buying compounds so that they can all live on the same property
love
together
that.
and share it. I think we're going to see a lot more of that, actually.
Yeah, and I think that's great because let's face it, men do not live as long as women. So what are we
True
going to
that.
do anyways? We need a compound to
That's
hang
right.
out. And I mean, I think there's times in your life when you should have bigger circles, is when you're in college, when you're just going out there, you're building up your career, you're building up a business. That's when
Or maybe you can, right, exactly. You like a big circle is good for networking.
Exactly,
Sometimes it's
yeah.
good for like a great party to go to, or a gala, or something like that. Or schools, right? You have a big circle at school because your kids go to school with a lot of kids, so you have that circle as a bigger circle.
Yeah.
But your core circle, who you really share with, it's intimate.
Yeah, exactly. And as you said, it's hard to have a big, intimate circle because it's not intimate anymore, guys.
Exactly.
What about big versus small penises?
That's a very good question. I think, I you know me, I like to talk about that. There is such thing as too big. Let's just start there first. There's
Yes.
definitely such thing as too big to where it's like uncomfortable, maybe hard to handle.
I mean, you couldn't even put it in your mouth. That's the kind of
That's
what we're
that
talking about.
is too big.
We don't want those.
And maybe someone else has a bigger mouth that can accommodate it. I
There you
don't know, but it's not for me.
Yeah. So I mean, I think
that
for somebody though, right?
Yes, there's a partner for everyone. That's right. Like but for each person, I think there is a too big, and I mean, I do think that there's a too small. I know we were talking about this the other day. But I think
obviously there is a too small.
I think there's different sizes. I think it's small, medium, large, and small, medium, large all have a small, medium, large that go with them. I don't want a small, small.
Yes.
I don't really want a small, medium. A small, large, I might be able to handle. A small, medium, a medium, small is perfect. That's like just right, It's like little Red Riding Hood.
I love this. Cheers to the little Red Riding Hood
Of penises.
of penises. All right, well, let's get practical. What are some ideas for intentional friend time? Because whenever we're at home or planning a trip, that's not just a party, but a rest. What should we do with our friends? Because I feel like since we're spending so much more time with our friends,
We are.
yeah, what should we do?
And we're not. Well, I think it's so interesting because you and I spend a ton of time together. I mean, we see each other pretty much every day. And we never really ask what we're going to do when we see
just
each
kind
other.
of- yeah.
But we either hang out. We love a happy hour. We were definitely doing the 5 p.m. reservation that they're writing about as the it
That's
reservation.
how when
Now
we
that's
eat,
what
honey, 'cause
that's what we always were
we're
doing.
hungry,
So
we eat, and then we,
and then we get to bed earlier,
Yeah.
get our beauty rest, and we have kids and stuff, so we want to be home, and that makes sense. Definitely think it's fun to do a craft too, like how we did.
Oh, yeah,
we
love,
did the vision
vision
board
boards.
party, or we've made bracelets together
or
when we
you
were in
could
Sedona.
paint sneakers or shoes together.
Yeah, or even just regular painting. You
Yeah.
don't have to. It doesn't have to be that you're doing the exact same thing. I think it's the time together and the being able to talk. I mean, you can definitely go and get a mani-pedi together, or you can go to like
you
a
could do
cool
art
class
and wine together. You could cook together. You could do a potluck together.
Definitely.
You could go on a walk together. I see a lot of people doing vest walks in Miami.
Oh,
like,
that
that's
makes
like a big
sense.
thing. Everybody's having a vest walk. There's, you could dress up in like fucking carpets, wear like gowns and stuff, and just have a movie night together.
For sure, that's fun.
Why not?
And the trips are great too. I mean, we've had a few like really amazing trips. We've done Costa Rica was epic. I think we like to do usually
Sedona was amazing. And now that I look at those
mostly.
photos, I'm like, what were we thinking? Those were so funny.
Oh my god! I know. In the moment, I knew it, but I just went along.
We just did it. It was a good.
It was
trip,
like
though.
spirit animals and stuff. It was very Sedona. I mean,
we might share some of those.
I think
they were like so fun, but they were like empowerment. For
and the
women.
background was so incredible with the red rocks there. But that whole trip really was like about wellness and getting back to yourself. We had that sound healing that was amazing. We had the photo shoot.
Oh my god!
obviously.
And the chefs. That was
we
one
had
of them
two
was
chefs.
just on the show.
Yes.
Which
Yeah,
is
did
crazy.
you see that?
Yes. Oh my god. Yes, that was.
He was quite a character, that guy. And then the other chef, not so good. That's okay. Can't.
Not
work every
everything
time.
is going to be the best all the time.
And New York's a great place
Oh yes,
to go with
if
your
you
friends.
want to go with
Probably
your
one
girlfriends
of the best places
cheers
to
to
go.
New York there.
Cheers to New York always. Like anytime you want to drag me to New York, I'm like, okay, when do we leave?
We're gonna plan something. Well, we're gonna go. Yes, we're gonna leave. I mean, I have my event there again in New York in May, so we're gonna be there again.
Yay!
Come along.
We'll see what fabulous thing I surprise her with this time.
Yes, and we always try to go to some fabulous tasting menu or restaurants, so we make it fabulous, and you should do that too.
And we make the rounds of the shopping a little bit too. Anna's not such a in-person shopping person in Miami, but in New York, she goes
yes,
for it.
I go for it. Yeah,
Which I'm sure you probably do that in Europe too, I would imagine.
Yes, I
right?
definitely
Those
go
are
for
great
it.
places to shop. It's fun to shop on vacation.
You're going to shop. You're like
Exactly.
in that
It's
mindset.
intentional shopping.
When I'm here, I'm not like I'm working. I'm not in the mindset, right?
Right. So it's more if you see something that you've been wanting.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, and we're in a new year, and astrologically, we talked a little bit about this in the beginning, how we shed it, and now we're leaping. What are you calling in? What are you done with? What are we kind of looking at next year? I mean, I think for, especially, again, we're Capricorns, there's a lot of money coming in. There's a lot of love. There's a lot of kind of realization of actually basically seeing yourself as who you are and not proving anything to anybody. Now we've already done it. Now we're receiving. And what are some of the other things that kind of you think are happening or you're doing? And I think everybody is kind of, again, there's a lot of transitions for people and everything.
I think I'm really focused on just like being content with myself. Because it's been a lot of years where like I have a past of definitely like criticizing myself, and that never brings anything good. So I've been really focused on being positive and putting the good out there, choosing to feel good, choosing to do the things that make me feel good, be around the people that make me feel good, and I think one thing that I'm definitely cutting out, I started it last year and I'm definitely continuing it even more this year, is that there's just no space for meanness or pettiness in my life. Like, I don't even want it in my circle, I don't want to go out to dinner. I don't even want to be adjacent to it. I think it brings bad energy. It's not, like, the juice isn't worth the squeeze, Right. So that's a big deal for me. No bad vibes, like no negativity. I remember when I first got divorced, I went through this period where I'm like mortified about it a little bit now, but I think it worked for me. I told everyone, I'm going through a good vibes only phase. So like if I'm having a conversation with you and like what you're saying starts to bring bad vibes, I would just say to people like, this conversation is bringing me bad vibes. I don't want to engage in it. And it worked because I just blocked everything out. But sometimes you do have to receive things from people that you don't want to hear, because it's a learning about yourself too, right? So I think it's about recognizing like when someone's just truly like being mean or nasty or is a narcissist or something, or when, they're giving you some feedback and it's hard to hear and you just have to like accept that and take it in and process it and hopefully like be improving yourself. My whole this year is just like about becoming the best version of myself that I can be.
Cheers
Definitely
to
lots of money
that.
coming in.
I
Lots
love
of
it.
money
Lots
coming
of
in.
money, honey.
The market's way up today.
Well, it was, the markets are funny,
They
for
are.
me, for me, really the 3 words for this year's love, joy, and expansion. So
Yes.
that is what I'm doing, and that is kind of my focus, really. So, and I'm really excited about
1,000%. And the sky's the limit on that. What do you think?
yeah.
How do you see that manifesting? What are some of your things?
Well,
that you're
I'm really
focused
excited
on?
to launch the caviar,
Yes,
which is
the
actually
caviar is
coming
so
out so
exciting.
soon. We're having a launch party this weekend to celebrate everything, including the podcast, caviar, and I'm actually doing this collaboration with Thomas Keller, who's the owner of French Laundry, so it's really exciting, and his business partner, who's really amazing as well, and she's going to be on the podcast. They're both going to come.
Fantastic.
And we're going to talk about caviar and all the amazing benefits. So I have that coming out. I'm selling my company, my data science salon.
Fantastic.
My
So
nonprofit.
excited.
So I have a lot going on, fixing up the house, finishing all that.
Yeah,
just
the house is really coming together.
Yeah.
It's so exciting. I
waiting
can't wait
for
till you
4
can show
years to
everyone.
get the permits to do it.
But
so-
it's moving.
Yes, cheers
It
to
hasn't
that.
moved for 4 years. Cheers to that.
It's
That's a
moving
big cheers.
along. So yeah, I think it's going to
And
be
it's
a
gonna
great
be
year, and I
beautiful.
hope all of you have a really wonderful year and share what goals you have, because I think it's very important to inspire each other. And now let's jump into this or that for Pleasure, Friendship, and Transitions edition. Okay.
Okay.
All right, girls trip or solo trip?
Girls trip and solo trip. I think they're
Both.
good for different things.
1000%. Sex toy drawer or spontaneous vibe?
I mean, can you have both? Like, why
Well,
do we have? I guess
I mean, both of us have a
listen,
sex toy
I have a
drawer.
sex toy box,
Box.
and maybe 2. Like, nothing wrong with it.
No,
I
I
don't
think
use
it's
all
good.
of them,
Yeah.
but like, what are you gonna do with it after a while?
I don't know. What do we do with them? Do we?
Yeah,
recycle
give us
them?
some feedback. Someone
Yeah,
from
what do we
a
do with
sex toy
vibrators like
place or
after they
something.
die?
Yeah, or like a dildo you don't want to use anymore. You're not going to give that to someone.
Yeah, or can you? Can you like descend?
I mean, you
like,
can
maybe-
disinfect
yeah, of
it,
course,
but is someone
disinfect.
going to want that?
No.
I would not take that.
No, I won't even. I can't even give away lingerie
I know you. I know,
because I had
remember?
to get rid of all of it.
Oh my god. Well, some people have given her lingerie.
Yes.
And it wasn't a man.
Oh my god. I have a lot of fans, guys. All right, post-op glow or pre-op denial?
Post-op glow, for
Always.
sure. Yeah.
Journaling and better voice notes to your bestie. No voice
Voice
notes.
notes. I mean, I feel
but
sometimes-
also journaling.
Journaling is great. They're for different things, I think.
Yeah.
I sometimes go back to our voice notes and listen to them over again, like even my one, so that I can process like what I'm
Yeah,
going
exactly.
through.
I love
so
it.
I like having that recording of it. But I love journaling also. I love to write, so
Yeah, you're a great writer.
thank you.
Friendsgiving at home or last minute Paris?
Friendsgiving at home? No, I think the Paris.
We're going to Paris!
We're not going on Thanksgiving because we have kids and families,
Yeah, but
we're
right
definitely
after
going
we're
to
going-
Paris.
Yes,
I mean,
exactly.
why would we not do that?
Big energy circle or one-on-one heart talk? I'm in one-on-one heart talk
One-on-one,
right
big
now.
time.
Power, clitoral vibe or crystal wand? Energy crystal wand.
Crystal wand.
Wand?
Well, they're
Well,
different.
no, we
They're
like,
for
we
different
like
things.
clitoral vibe.
I want the
What if
clitoral
you have
vibe,
both?
but I want the crystal wand like nearby for energy, and then like maybe something for penetration also.
I like that. So we have, you can have a whole
A variety.
taking it out or dancing it off.
I don't understand what I mean. I love to dance though. We love to dance. I mean, she was don't tell her doctor, but she was dancing the day of the surgery.
Oh my god, for real, that was crazy.
Those drugs were good.
There was no drugs actually. It was that good, the surgery.
No, yeah, you were feeling so good.
No, because I feel like
it's
there was
that
like
with-
adrenaline,
it's
or
adrenaline
something
for
that
sure.
came. Yeah.
That's
So no,
awesome.
I think what it means is like sexy if you're gonna take it off or dance it off, That's what
Oh.
that means.
I mean, I'll take it off like when we get home. Let's dance while we're out,
There you go.
and then I'll take it off when we get
I
home.
like that.
Or you should take it off, really.
Yes. I don't think I should be doing that.
No,
myself.
I'm not supposed to do that myself.
All right, Nicole, thank you for being the truth, the heart, and the heat. Again. You were here when we launched, and it's only right that you're here for 60. Cheers again. This is
Cheers to
fucking
you,
awesome.
Mazel.
Mazel. And to every woman who's listened, laughed, cried, DM'd, shared, healed, or hit play, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. It's not just women, it's men also.
Definitely.
This podcast has been a mirror, a megaphone, and a movement, and we're just getting started. May this episode remind you that your glow up doesn't need permission, that your friendships are your medicine, and that from 0 to 60, the ride is only getting better, motherfuckers!
Yes.
All right,
love
love you.
Mwah.